Every now and then, we like to look back at our previous titles, the foundations on which the studio is built. And luckily for us, these foundations have also sprouted fantastic communities. And the unique thing about gaming communities, especially for some of the older titles like ours, is how much they can transform a game after it releases. Hello everybody, Aaron here from Firefly Studios. Today we're going to be casting our minds back to our beloved Stronghold Crusader, our classic RTS set in the Holy Crusades. Now it was released nearly 20 years ago, and while still an engrossing strategy experience, it has shown some cracks which we've always wanted to fix. Unfortunately, we're kind of busy with a host of released and developing projects. But fear not, because the aforementioned Crusader community has been toiling away out of the love they have for the title. A small team of community developers have designed, coded, and built an extensive patch which enhances and polishes the classic Crusader and Crusader Extreme experience. And this both works in single player and multiplayer, all in the quest to make your castle besieging sessions as seamless as possible. So in an interest of keeping things brief, here's what the Unofficial Crusader Patch, or UCP for short, can add to your crusading experience. Now, the medieval simulation cherry on top of the real-time strategy cake, I guess, is that the UCP is super simple to install. Hooray! It's basically a download, extract, and install job. Even I handled it. So there's no dragging and dropping individual files into 1,000 different folders and then having to order them so that there isn't some weird glitch with your lightsaber and how it interacts with your armies of Spider-Men. And no, that is not my Skyrim save, but it sure looks like it. To make it as easy as possible, I've linked all the relevant instructions and how-tos into the description below. But basically, the UCP website has all the information you need, with the bonus addition of a visual walkthrough for the installation process.
Well, that was easy.
But this isn't some simple promotion of some amazing community work. The UCP, as I said before, is an entirely voluntary project. Everyone working on it is giving their own time and effort to simply make something that they love and enjoy that much better. But the time is limited for the team and they can use some help, and here's how you can provide it if you're so inclined. Now, as I've mentioned, the UCP is completely separate from Firefly Studios. We have been admiring it from afar, but we're sadly simply too busy to give any real help. Unfortunately, we have to concentrate on making new games to keep the lights on, or the LED panels on in this case. But I reached out to Lotus, one of the project managers on the UCP, in an effort to find out exactly what the team needs from someone who is actually actively working on it. So firstly, developers. Now there's a wiki on the UCP GitHub in which Lord Hans Capone has written an article about how to get started with the UCP code. If that's something you'd be interested in, Lotus says to just jump into the UCP Discord, linked below, and ping one of the team. And next is testers. They've had one of the unfortunate major pitfalls of game development, and that is available people to test their new features, balance changes, and whatnot. It's all fun and games while you're making all these like optimizations and tweaks and balance changes, and then you realize that, oh God, I need dozens, if not more, people to actually play through this multiple times to make sure that nothing is broken. So if you can help out with that, that would be greatly appreciated. And finally, translations. Currently, the UCP supports 6 languages: English, German, Russian, Chinese, Polish, and Hungarian. But more language choices are, of course, always welcome. So get in touch if you are Welsh and they want a version in Welsh, maybe, perhaps. Anything's possible.
Tidy. So it's something you say when it's like,
This
oh,
is
that's
so
nice. I
nice.
like that. It's good. Yes.
I
Oh,
got
it's
it.
tidy.
It's
Tidy.
tidy.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so nice.
Now to finish, once again, I've put all the relevant info and links in the description box below. So if you do feel like just playing it or maybe contributing, head down there or simply join the UCP Discord, also linked in the description box below, and ping one of the team members on how best you can help. And speaking of the team members, it would be completely amiss of me not to give shout outs and credits to all those long-standing members who have contributed and made the UCP into what it is today. So once again, to finish in no particular order, a special thank you from all of the Firefly team to the amazing contributors who are keeping the Crusader experience fresh for everybody. So first up, creator of the Unofficial Crusader Patch, Showdown, project managers Kimberly Azula and Clara Lotus, developers Lords Hans Capone, JTD, Chaff 1812, MP123, Gint and Lee Spec. Next is translators Lutel, Lolasic, Sky Souls and Lee Gav. Next up, content creators Every, Taffer, Pitch Needed, Xander 10 Alpha. And finally, special thanks to Udwin, Pode Caradox, GR Hin or Grin, or however you pronounce that, and Heroes Florian. And yes, as always, as we always say when reading out particular names or phrases, apologies if I got any of those wrong. So yeah, go help if you can help. The UCP guys have done a tremendous job, but the UCP team could always just on a very basic level have people playing it and giving them feedback, and it's a win-win. You get to play a new fresh version of Crusader, and if you're so inclined to write a paragraph also for them, they get some critical feedback that they can use to improve the UCP for everybody else. And that's about it. I will see you next time for another Firefly Studios video.